Hello, everyone watching and listening, and welcome to another episode of Inspired by Today. I have the next dynamic duo in gospel music, Jessica and Jaida. How are y'all doing?
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for asking us to be on here. This is so exciting.
We're doing
Oh, for sure. We were talking a little bit offline, and I saw y'all, scrolling on TikTok, and I was like, wait a minute. There's something special about these two, so I definitely had to have come on, and 'cause I think even learning more about you all, like your story, makes you all your talent that much better. But with you all releasing your first single, you're getting interviews like this, you got other national attention. Like, how fast is life moving right now?
Oh, it's a little faster, I would say, because we're both in school right now, but I actually just got out a few weeks ago. It was a little hard to kind of manage everything. We're getting different, what do you call it? Interviews and different opportunities. Mm-hmm. So it's been a little hard, but we love the opportunities. It's great.
Yeah, it's like she said, it's hard to juggle sometimes, but since it's what we love to do, like, it's still fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And so typically, like growing up, especially with you all being close in age, you have, the sibling rivalry, but it seems like, at least publicly, y'all get along real good. So what was that conversation like where you were both like, you know what? We're talented. We have a message. We have a purpose. Let's go ahead and take this seriously and go at it full force. Like, what was that conversation like?
Want me to start?
Yeah, you can start.
So I feel like we didn't really have a conversation like that because we've been singing since we were like 5 and 7 or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just something we've always been doing, and we started in performing arts camps. Mm-hmm. So singing is just something that we stuck with because, we were really passionate about it. And I don't know, we've always wanted to sing gospel music. Mm-hmm. So I guess we just started and then never stopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then y'all just ended up in a studio one day saying, "Oh yeah, this is our first single."
Let me see. We've always liked songwriting. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, it was actually during the quarantine. Mm-hmm. One of our mom's friends is a musician, and he's really good with producing. Yeah. So we wanted to learn how to produce so we can make our own songs. So he taught us how to do that, and so then we made our own songs and things like that. And then we brought it to the studio, and yeah.
And that's also when What You Say was made. Yeah. And that's when we really started to get into songwriting. Jaida was a little into it more than me, but during the quarantine, I really started to get into it more too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what's up. So you mentioned What You Say. So What You Say, the first single, streaming everywhere. So how's the success been going with that so far?
Oh, it has been great. We've had radio interviews for it. What else did?
We've been on a couple charts,
oh yeah,
out of nowhere. Our
in
PR,
the UK,
yeah, it sent us we were on the chart in the UK, and we were like, what?
And funny enough, the hip hop chart, not even the gospel chart. So that was really great to hear. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
it's just been a really fun experience. Yeah.
No, that's cool. So in this song, Jessica, you decided to put your own personal testimony in the song. So can you talk to us about that a little bit?
Oh, yes. So when I was born, basically I was born backwards, and my mom said, the doctors, let me figure this out. The doctor said that since the way they were going to take me out, they would have to pull me by my legs. So it was going to be a big chance that I wouldn't be able to walk, or I would have to get not be able to use my legs.
Yeah.
But God, and
Man.
Yeah.
No, that's powerful. So like, but that is such a heavy message to put, like you said, this is y'all's first time in studios, first time, writing on a professional level, and for you to what pushed you to put that message in this song?
Well, what to say, we talk a lot about faith in that song. Yeah. So we thought it would be important to include like a testimony, which is like the ultimate faith. And that was a situation where my family had to have big faith and really trust God. So
yeah, no, that's huge. And I definitely commend you for that. That is, cause I guess for me, like I struggle with transparency, but I'm learning, like being transparent with yourself for others can help others.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. And so Jaida, you said that you are trying to create this youthful wave to get people closer to God. So I remember, I mean, y'all make me feel older than what I am, but I feel like I am still young and ambitious. But I remember, being around you all's age and, wanting to, well, I always call it breaking rules, but just, making a change, breaking the mold. But I just felt like at that time, and even still today a little bit, people don't take younger generations or younger people serious. So why should, older generations or even people in your generation take you serious with what you're trying to accomplish?
I mean, they should take us seriously because, like, this is real, and what we're talking about and what we're singing about helps people, and having a relationship with God is everything. So it's such a powerful message, and it can heal people, and it can just help people in every aspect in their life. So I feel like it's important.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like God doesn't just choose older people to like help spread his word and bring people to Christ. Just like in the Bible, he used David. And so
yeah, there's a great article I'm about to shoot to y'all that talks about like the greatest 30 under 30 in the Bible. It's real dope because you talk about David, was called at 17. You got, kings in the Bible that was not even teenagers. So God definitely, doesn't see age. He doesn't see race. He doesn't see sex. Like, I believe God can use anybody for anything. So this is I didn't have this plan, but with you all's age, do you all feel any type of peer pressure in school with your relationship with God, or like what kind of battles do you have to face with that?
Ooh. Well, like ever since like I guess middle school, like I'll be wearing like my Christian t-shirts. I don't know. I didn't really realize that everybody like at that time I didn't really realize that everybody had their own different beliefs and stuff. So I was just open, not ashamed. I mean, you should never be ashamed.
Yeah.
And everybody, like sometimes I would get comments like, "Oh, stay firm in the faith, Jaida," or like I don't know, people would just be mad, and I'm like, oh, like. But I think, I don't know, that just kind of inspired me to stay faithful as well, because even though everybody's not gonna like it, everybody's not gonna like what we do. Everybody's not gonna like us being so passionate about God, but I think that's what makes it even more important. So yeah.
You got anything on that, Jessica?
Oh yeah, I was trying to think about it. I think because of my relationship with God, sometimes that has caused me to be like more alone, because I like affirming what I believe in, and I don't do certain things. I don't smoke and drink, all that type of stuff. So it has caused me to not have as many friends, but I'm fine with that. And the friends I do have, they're Christians and they're following God just like me. So that's the way I want it to be.
No, that's dope. That's really dope. And I just pray for, everyone to have that kind of relationship, because no matter, what stage of life you're in, you're going to face that kind of peer pressure. And when you get older, then it becomes even more ruthless, because then you get attacked with, other people's knowledge of, outside of, your faith. And it's like, now how do you still stay in it? You still, like, you just got to even work harder to stay even more firm in it.
Yeah.
But you all aren't just, these great singers. Some young entrepreneurs too. So holler at me about Greater Love. What's up with that?
Oh yes.
So Greater Love, I feel like once the quarantine started, like everything started moving and happening for us.
Yeah.
So also when the quarantine started, how should I explain this?
We came up with the idea.
Yeah, we came up with the idea of Greater Love because Jessica has always loved fashion, and I've always liked fashion too, but I also like art. So we were thinking, combining those two, putting art on T-shirts and putting important images and messages that are about love and about God's love. And especially during that time, with coronavirus and like the whole kind of country being like divided, like we thought it would just be amazing to share that message of love, because that's the only way that we're gonna get through it, with God and with God's love.
Yeah.
And loving one another, because that's also an important part of it.
Yeah, that's huge. So Jessica, with you all being sisters, obviously you have that natural bond. But you all are still a group, you all are still a team, you all are business partners. And with any success, everybody has to play their roles. So how is that going for you all as far as balancing, who does what better or who should do what?
That's a good question. I feel like we both like share the roles of like most things. Like if it's songwriting, we team up on that.
Yeah.
If it's like the financial side of our business, like planning, we really like split everything in half, basically.
But I feel like Jessica is more the business side.
Yeah, I am a little more business.
Because like sometimes I would get distracted and she'd be like, Jaida, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. And also, like if you see all of our posters or flyers on our Instagram, like she does all the graphic design.
Oh, yeah.
And she does like graphic design for our t-shirts. I do mainly like art for like our t-shirts and our business and like painting stuff, but she's like graphic design and like, I feel like she's more the business side.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, because it's important to know those strengths and weaknesses. Because because when I saw that you all were business owners, I was like, they are really trying to kill the game out here. Because a lot of people, go real hard and sing first to get put on the map, with a nice single like What You Say, and then it's like, all right, now I'm going to go ahead and start all these businesses. But y'all are just doing it full force, and it looks like y'all are doing a real good job at it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For sure. So you all are from Detroit, which is a huge music city.
Yes.
Oh yes, both sounds.
Yeah, for sure. So who are some of the artists of any genre, gospel, whatever, that you all individually look up to and aspire, not necessarily to be, but just can admire their work ethic, what they do?
Okay, I'll start. When it comes to groups, I would say the Clark sisters, Mary. And then individual artists, I really love Jonathan McReynolds and Jacqueline Carr.
Nice.
Did you really say Mary?
Yep, I said Mary.
Thanks, you got on.
But if that's one of yours, you can say it too.
Well, of course, we listen to the same music a lot of times. So I also love all those people that she said, and then I will also say Tori Kelly. She came out with her gospel album.
I thought of Wanda for you.
Oh yeah, Wanda and Lecrae too.
Yeah.
Love Wanda and Lecrae.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Yeah.
No, that's what's up. So I have all my guests do this, but I need you all to do it individually.
Okay.
All right. So Jessica, I'm gonna start with you, and you just say, I just need you to repeat the sentence and fill in the blank with as many words as you want to. All right.
Okay.
So I am Jessica, and I'm inspired by blank.
Oh, okay. I am Jessica, and I am inspired by my mom, my pastor, different gospel artists that I look up to, my family. Trying to think. And my sister.
That's what's up. All right, Jaida.
Okay, let's see. So I am Jaida, and I am inspired by my sister, my pastor, my mom, people who are really authentic, humility, activists, and teachers.
That's what's up. So let me get your before we go, let me get your perspective on the social climate and how it, is affecting you all, not only with obviously the pandemic, and I'm sure you all are doing virtual learning at some sort or had to, but just even, we just had the 1 year anniversary of George Floyd. So as, at your age, like, how does that impact you, or do you even pay attention to it?
Oh, yes. I feel like me and Jaida are very passionate about like all things Black, and like even I was the president of Black Student Union in high school, and Jada's the president now.
Yeah, co-president. So
it's really hard to see like constantly just our people being, attacked and killed every day on the streets. But we try to like see a positive outcome or outlook of it, and just pray and just trust God that there will be justice in the end. And there has been justice in some cases, but
it's really hard, especially I feel like with kids my age, like this whole year there's just been like a decline in motivation, depression in teens, and especially when we talk about the Black Student Union, like it seemed like every week it was a new thing that we had to talk about, regarding racism or like somebody being killed. So it's just really hard, especially when you hear your classmates and them talk about how it's hard for them, how they can't focus on their schoolwork and things like that. But like she said, we always try to bring light to the situation, because things just don't happen, and it's just not going to stay bad. Like God is always going to make a way. So even though it seems bad right now, like it's not going to be like that forever.
Yes.
So.
Wow. Well, that's huge. So is there anything else that we should know or that y'all want to share that we didn't touch on?
Oh, well, we are recording the music video for What You Say. So that should be out soon. We're also recording new music in the studio.
Working on our EP, which we're very excited for. Also, I'm graduating.
Oh yeah.
I'm graduating from high school. Very excited. Anything else? Yeah, just looking forward to new things, new journeys.
Yeah, what the future holds.
Oh yeah.